Okay, the Galaxy Lifestyle magazine, just to let people know, this is what it looks like. It's pretty heavyweight. It's I think 70 or 80 pound paper, and it's 12 pages. The gentleman that the committee, the Galaxy Lifestyle Committee, has used a gentleman, Mr. Bob Zakarian, who has published this and printed it for the Galaxy. A couple of years ago, he was charging us over $5,000 an issue, and I think last year it went for $3,500 an issue. I'm just going to pretty much get to my investigation now. Mr. Zakarian was paid $12.50, which was determined a long time ago, not by this board certainly, or the last board. Mr. Zakarian was charging us whatever it was per issue, $5,000, now $3,500 per issue. We also received $250 a month as a fee. And he was being paid $12.50 per invoice that he typed. The way this magazine has run is very inefficient. There's absolutely no controls on it. The left hand doesn't know what the right hand's doing. And while invoices may have been sent out from another facility, they were not controlled here at the Galaxy. A check would come in here, and I could have advertised and paid for an invoice that I got last month, but no one at the Galaxy would know whether I ever paid for an invoice I got 2 months ago or 3 months ago. I think it's a shame the way this has been going on. We've been losing a lot of money. If the board wants, I could read out how much money we've been losing every month. Since it went down to $3,500, I think last month we lost $8,000 and the month before $11,000. It was way high last year and the year preceding that. I do know that we have a sufficient number of advertisers, and my thought process is the following. I know I like, as a director, and it's up to the rest of the directors and up to everyone else in the Galaxy, but I know I like seeing a magazine. I enjoy reading about the committees that we have here, the social committee, the spa committee. I like reading Joseph Weinstein's tips on working out because I use the gym an awful lot. I like the recipes, even though I don't cook an awful lot, and so on and so forth. But to keep it up this way is, in my opinion, out of the question. It's bleeding money. But I do think we have enough advertisers that if we go to a different format, a different size, a different paper stock, and this has to be sourced with printers, with vendors, to see what we can come up with, I do think we can either break even, which is, I think, fabulous if we do that. I also think we might even be able to make a little money.
Gail, can you speak up a little? Yeah. Would you please
I'm speaking low?
Just because you may.
No one believes this. I do think that if we change the format and we source out other vendors and we get estimates for different paper stock in different sizes, I think we can either break even on this, which would be phenomenal, or I even think we can make a little money from the advertisers, because these advertisers, love the Galaxy. I think they want to advertise to us anyway. And I think it's something that we need to look at. So this is my proposal. May and June already went to bed. It's on the press. It'll be out shortly. Well, there are some advertisers who might have prepaid for July, August. My suggestion is the following. That we end this, again, it's up to everybody. We end this with May, June. We postpone future publications and give time for the committee, perhaps with the aid of directors or me, or if they wanted, to look for new formats, look for new vendors, look for new pricing, to see if we can come up with something that can fit our needs.
Would you make a motion?
I make a motion that the Galaxy Lifestyle magazine, as we know it now, ends with it postponed after the May-June issue until such printers can be found that can produce this for us where we don't lose money.
Would you please repeat your motion?
I make a motion that the Galaxy Lifestyle, I feel like I'm screaming.
Be suspended.
I make a motion that the Galaxy Lifestyle magazine be suspended after the May-June issue until further notice.
Okay.
Second?
I'd like a second the motion, and now can I amend the motion? Is that?
Always amend
Would you second? Is it second?
Yeah, I second it.
Any discussion?
I'd like to amend the motion. Jean isn't here. I'm a little lost.
Who's not here?
Jean.
Okay,
Eugene.
I'm sorry. sorry.
Jean, we need you.
I'm here, okay.
I'd like to set a time to bring it back, and if we have to change that time, we have to change it, but I'd like
Okay.
to set a date. And
Point of order? It isn't seconded, we discussed it.
The motion was seconded.
I did second it.
Motion was seconded,
No,
and this is...
your amended motion.
No, no.
And then I
seconded
seconded
and then
it,
she-
now I'm
She
amending.
seconded it,
Please,
she's
please.
gonna add a time element.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please.
So I would like to, let's see,
But
June,
what is your,
July.
please, how would you like, I'm speaking
So-
in June, how would you like to amend the motion? We
So
just-
I would like to amend it by saying that we set a time, so it's June, July.
Please, would you,
Well, it's not the, it's.
please, Gail, would you please say the, I mean, just,
Yes, I'm trying to, what are we currently running? June, July?
Reprint,
May,
reprint.
June.
6 times a year, May, June is
Okay,
printed.
July, August, September, October, that we reissue in September, October.
Well,
please, you're making this, any second? No second. Sorry, you cannot amend the motion. Any discussion?
Can I amend the motion?
Please.
I'd like to amend
Sorry.
the motion by investigating first, rather than suspend it, keep it going, and amend the motion that Gail made, investigate getting lower prices. This way we don't lose any of the advertisers. We may lose some advertisers in the meantime. Some people may have paid through the end of the year. So you can still do what you want to do, but rather than
but we're still
suspend
gonna
it.
be losing
Please, Gail.
money.
But
Gail?
in the meantime, you're
Thank you,
going
Tracy,
to.
for this.
In the meantime, you're investigating what you're gonna do anyway. So if you don't find anything better, it hasn't been disrupted.
Okay, anybody will second this amendment? No, sorry. Are we doing it right? No second? No?
Doing it right.
Okay.
No second.
We believe that we, yes please.
Is it now open for
The discussion.
The original motion,
The original.
original motion is open
Yes.
for discussion. Please, hold on, please. We'll go in, yes, Barbara, we start with you.
Okay. In my opinion, the Galaxy Lifestyle is sort of like the Galaxy bus. You know, it had a good run, it's part of our history, but it now is one of those, niceties that we can't afford. I would like to say that if, even after Gail's investigation, she couldn't guarantee that it would even break even, which is what our goal was for the bus, in order to continue the bus. And I don't think that this board should be in a position of approving anything to continue unless it break even is for sure. Unfortunately, these days, it's not like it was in the past. You know, there are many other options. We have all kinds of other communication methods and other options to reach people and do the same things that we're doing here. I think that probably if it continues in anything like that format, we would never, ever break even.
Thank you,
With
Rob.
all the ads.
Thank you. Alex,
Wait.
please.
We're going around?
We're going to run. Alex.
Okay. I have to say that I agree with Barbara. I think it would be ideal for the Galaxy Lifestyle to, break even. I would hate to lose the Galaxy Lifestyle because, it does bring a lot to the community. And my opinion is that we should look into ways of making it hopefully profitable, if not at least break even point, and keep it around.
Thank you, Alex. Frank.
Be in favor of Gail hopefully coming up with a lower price and break even.
Ditto. But I don't think we should leave it off into the future. I
Right.
think we'll lose it.
Okay.
I think that until it's break even, anything that's costing the Galaxy money, especially right now, to agree with Barbara 100%, is something that we can't really afford.
No comment, it's all been said.
I agree with everybody. If we break even, if not, we should put it to rest.
Gail, would you repeat the motion, please?
Well, I'd like to discuss something.
Please repeat the motion.
No, she gets to.
Please repeat the motion.
I make a motion that the Galaxy Lifestyle, whose May and June issue is completed though not delivered, be suspended until further notice.
Good. Now you can speak, please.
Okay. I just want to make a couple comments on what Barbara said.